All right, fourth grade. So for your assignment, you guys are going to draw a geometric shape and add value to it. Okay. So real quick, before we discuss how to add values and to make them look somewhat realistic, you need to learn a little bit about lighting. Okay. So in this picture, we have a sphere that has been shaded. Okay. Now, looking at this picture, right here, we can tell that the light source is hitting the sphere directly right here because that is the lightest part of the picture, okay? So, in this case, the light is kind of coming from this direction, okay? Maybe a little bit more, right? Okay. It's almost directly on top of it, okay? So that means everything on this side, okay, is shadows, okay? Because the light is not going to be able to touch that side of the sphere, so it's going to be darker on this side, okay? The lightest part of your sphere will be what's known as a highlight, okay? That is the brightest part where the light is hitting directly on it, okay? The darkest part of your shading will be what's called core shadow, all right? That is the darkest part right here, as you see in the sphere, so like right around here is the darkest part, okay? And this part is your lightest, remember? And then we have a shadow because the light is hitting it, so the object will create what's called a cast shadow, which is right here, okay? It's gonna go in this direction. So whatever way the light is hitting, the shadow is going to go the opposite direction, okay? The darker area of the shadow will obviously be right underneath right here, okay? That's where the darkest part of the shadow will be. As we get further away, it's going to lighten up a bit more, okay? Now you guys are going to practice this with your own artwork, okay? So you guys are going to draw just one geometric form, okay? If you are doing a rectangle or a cube, you're going to do what I showed you guys in the last video, okay? Oh, I have it on the wrong layer. Okay, how you make a square and then you duplicate it again. All right, with a circle or a sphere, all you're going to do is draw a circle. And then once we add the value, it's going to look more three-dimensional. A cylinder, you're going to add almost like a rectangle right here in this section, okay? And then you're going to draw like two ovals at the bottom and the top, okay, to connect them. If you want to do a cone, that is a circle or an oval going long ways right here and almost like a triangle right on top of it to connect it. All right. Now when you're doing your shading or adding your value, again, you need to think, where is my light source going to hit? So with the circle, I'd probably say the light is going to hit right here. We'll make the same with the square. We'll have it about right here. The light, cone. We'll just all have the light source going in the same direction so you guys can see. All right. Okay, so that means my highlight is going to be around this area, okay? Same with my square, it's going to be around here. My cone, it's going to be around this section is my highlight. I'm sorry, my cylinder. And then my cone is going to be about in this section, all right? So now you have to start adding your core shadow, okay? So that's your darkest part of your object, okay? So the darkest part would be, again, the furthest away from your light source, all right? Okay, I'd say that'd be the darkest part in that one. For your cube, this time it would be more about right here. It's a lot on this side in general. okay? The cone, we're going to do about right here. Usually it's the furthest away. Okay, and then your cylinder, again, about right here. Make sure when you're adding your shading, you follow the shape of your object. So notice how, like with my circle, I'm not just going like this and then getting lighter. I'm actually following the curve of the circle. All right. Okay, now that we have our core shadows down, now we're going to slowly go from dark to light on our shading. Okay, so this is the darkest part for our sphere, and then we're slowly, as we get closer to our key light right here, our shading is going to be lighter and lighter. Okay. All right. Okay, same with the cube. So we're going to add a little bit of shadows right up here. Again, the further away it is from the light source, the darker it will be. Let me add some right here if I want to, around the edges. Okay, now for a cylinder. Okay, so again with this assignment, you guys can do it on paper, or you can choose to do it on one of your apps. So you have your sketchbook app and your notes app that will let you shade and add value to your artwork. Okay, and now for our cone. Okay. Again, remember, as the closer we get to our light source, the lighter the lines and shading should be. all you have to do that is change the pressure that you use on your hand, okay? So when you want it to be darker, you either compress down a little bit harder or just go over that area over and over. When you want a lighter area, you are going to want to have a lighter touch to it, and lightly, that means don't put as much pressure on the pencil and just very gently add in your lighter areas, okay? All right. Okay, so there we have some examples of shading and adding value to our geometric forms. All right. Again, remember, you can do this on paper, or you can use the apps on your iPad, the Notes app and the Sketchbook app. I would recommend using the Sketchbook app, but the Notes app will work. Okay. When you're done, you can take a photo. You're going to take a photo of it, and then you're going to submit it to Canvas. All right.